So I got a question, and this person is asking if I have any tips for a horse that bucks when they're going into the canter. And this is actually more common than you might realize. In fact, it's one of the top 3 reasons that horses do buck. And what it is that horse is unbalanced. And so what I mean by that is when a horse is transitioning from the trot, right, a 2-beat gait, so it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, into that canter, which is a 3-beat gait, it goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And there's an area of suspension there, kind of, where that horse is almost like it's flying through the air, right? And what happens is it takes a little bit of finesse for a horse, especially when they have somebody on their back, to go from that 1, 2, 1, 2 kind of amble gait into that 1, 2, 3 kind of flow. And if you have somebody on their back and they're unbalanced, or that horse, sometimes a young horse can be unbalanced themselves, well, a lot of times it's almost like they kind of tweak themselves, it feels uncomfortable, and they start kicking out as they go into that canter because they're feeling a little bit of discomfort from being unbalanced. The quick fix is, one, make sure that that horse is balanced on the ground. And so what I mean by that is when you're sending, or some people call it lunging, your horse, you want to make sure that you can effortlessly get that horse to go into the walk, the trot, the canter. I even like to make sure that when they're going into the canter that I can also bring them back down, right? That I can just take a deep breath and my horse responds and slows down for the canter, right down into the trot, and from the trot, right down into the walk. What we're doing is we're teaching our horse to not just respond to us and really know that, okay, when I take this deep breath, that means I want you to slow down, but they're being attentive, right? They're looking for us to slow them down from the canter to the trot, and from the trot into the walk. The other part of this is we want to make sure, again, going back to the balance, right, that they're comfortable going down gaits and up gaits. And the way you get them more comfortable, more balanced, and when we talk about balance, getting that hind end deep underneath themselves so that they can spring forward without having to feel like they have to kick out or they're wrenching their back or anything like that, is just by repeating it over and over and over and over again. So I ask for lots of transitions on the ground in order to help get my horse get balanced. And then I do similar transitions under saddle to help them get more balanced under saddle. This is all stuff that I cover in a lot of my coursework and some of the classes that I teach, but essentially, the more you work with them on that balance, the less likely they're going to be to kick out and buck with you under saddle.